Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm excited to be taking you through my craft room and showing you sort of an overview tour of what it looks like on a normal basis. That means projects on my desk, that means some things out of place, and just wanted to give you guys sort of a realistic view of what it looks like on a good day. Not a bad day, a good day, and definitely just share my experience so far. I've been organizing and reorganizing some of it with you guys. If you've tuned in over on Instagram, you might have seen some of that, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this part of the tour, the overview, and then I'll have a couple more videos showing you guys in depth what's in drawers, what's in my bins, what's up here and down there, and everything alike. So I hope you guys are ready, and let's just jump right into it. The overview of my craft space is actually probably the best view is from my couch in my living room. So it is right next to my TV, leads right into my craft room. And as you can see, I have quite a bit more furniture than I've ever had in my craft rooms previously. I know it's been a few years since I've filmed a full craft room tour, but we've expanded thanks to now living closer to an IKEA, and wanted to emphasize that you can make whatever you have work. You guys could watch some of my old craft room tours. I'll link them down below. But I've had a plethora of furniture, dining room tables, random bookshelves, bookshelves without shelves, and anything in between. And I'll also say that not all of my craft stuff actually fits in this area. My finished albums are actually in my bedroom. I have additional craft supplies like party supplies, other paper goods like some party favor bags, some painting supplies, other places in my apartment. So just because it looks prim and proper sometimes in some videos doesn't mean that's always the case. But as you can see, I have a main table here on the left-hand side by the windows, and then I have my main storage on this back wall. And I also have my display over here, which includes my Disney vintage records and then a couple different layouts on display. So these are actually quite old. This one's the newest one that I've put up. But most of the time, a lot of my finished ones actually go into albums. So these ones have been up for quite a long time. And then anyone interested in my Disney vintage records, these are the ones I have up right now, but I just got 2 more that I need to add. So we'll either reconfigure or just take a couple down and sort of swap them out. But I do have a small carpet in my craft room. This is actually really nice because then the cats actually want to hang out with me when I'm over here, because they do prefer a carpeted surface. So I have this carpet is actually from Michaels. They had a line a while back that had carpets, and I managed to get this one on clearance for $16, and it is my cat's favorite rug. Nice blue and gray tone. So if we start over here on the right-hand side, this main unit is to hold my printer. I got this printer for my birthday last year, and I bought it for myself, and I absolutely love it. It is the Pixma, Canon Pixma TS9521C, so it can print 12 by 12 if I wanted to. I still haven't tested it because ink is expensive, so when I do want to test it, I'll be sure to make sure it is worth it. It also holds things like my Colorblog, projects I'm working on, and down here is my main storage space. A lot of my empty albums, my stamps, new products, all sorts of things like that. But if you want more in-depth, again, check out the in-depth tour. That'll be the part 2 after this first video. Then I have the first Rascog in between here, and this one I do commonly roll out because it hosts all of my stickers and thickers on the top shelf. Then I have small alphabets and other things hanging off of it. The middle tier is mostly card making, and the last one's mostly coloring supplies. Then directly behind my desk, so I'll move on this side of my desk so you can see it a little bit better, is my other IKEA cube shelf. I host some things on the top for display, as well as some cards that I've finished. Moving on, projects, a lot of paper, a lot of washi tape storage. My paint storage is over here, and things like that. On the left of that shelf, you'll actually see I have a 12 by 12 paper storage, and I do get questions about it a lot. I actually got those from a yard sale of a scrapbooking store that was going out of business. So I've had those for almost 8 years now, and I'm really hesitant to get rid of them, but I have considered it because they're not even all full. I do have several empty slots at the bottom because I really don't have that many loose 12 by 12 papers, and they're all color organized as well. So if I come back around to the main viewing point, back towards my desk, I actually have an empty bin here that matches the ones on my shelves. That's the ones the cats like to sit in. And then I have a second Rascog, except this one and the other one are not actually IKEA brand. I have one from Aldi and one from Walmart, and they both work exactly the same, but this one actually hosts a lot of my tools that I use every day. I actually have some artwork back here, a lot of tools in my Totally Tiffany organizers. Middle shelf, shipping and card making supplies, and last shelf is a whole plethora of things. Moving over to my desk area, this is actually an IKEA table, but it's from the dining table collection, not from the desk collection. It is definitely an off-white because of a lot of sun time, but it is not as white as paper. Most of the time you can actually see quite a bit of difference when taking photographs over here. But under the table I do have two more storage units. The one here on the right, I've had again for a very, very long time. This one hosts a lot of my tools as well. So like stamping and glue tools. My Nuvo drops are in here, stamp cleaners, watercolors, all sorts of fun stuff in this one. And then over here is this one. I actually get a lot of questions about this one as well. It is from a line that Joann's used to carry called Jessware. And it has divided drawers and flat drawers. So here, for example, is a divided drawer full of junk. As you can imagine, a lot of these drawers are similar that way. So here's another look at the divided drawers that come with it. And then they have some flat 12 by 12 drawers. But I do like to use these for a variety of things. And I really like that they're thin drawers and not super thick drawers. But at the bottom here, they actually have latched drawers. So you have to take them all the way out to be able to get into anything in it. But this is where I put my holiday stuff. So those are all my holidays. This is my current project I'm working on, so it's right by my desk, if not on my desk. Really depends on if I'm filming a video or not. And then also on my desk are a couple other important things. This is generally where the pile of stuff goes that I need to put away or that I want to use upcoming, because it's usually out of the filming area, which is generally over here. This is my latest Patreon layout. If you want to come join us over on Patreon, I'll have the link down below. I do other fun videos over there. My trimmer and my ATG gun typically stay up here at all times. But over on the left-hand side, I actually have a bunch of trays, and I use these as catch-alls. This one here at the bottom usually holds extra foam pieces or extra cardstock scraps. That way I know where they all are. And the top one that I just moved hosts a variety of spare bits that I need to put away or that I like to go through just to grab from. Same with this bin. This is one of my sequin bins that I often use, so I can dump my sequins out and go through them. Photos that I want to scrapbook, typically up here. And then this is where I usually keep my wet Lawn Fawn stamp chamois, just so it's out of the way, but right now it's also hosting my card signature stamp and my VersaFine. When it comes to filming, I do use a tripod like this one up here. So I have an overhanging mount for my Canon G7X to sit on, but I can also put my iPhone up here if I wanted to do that. But I also have this clamp similarly for my iPhone to be able to film with. My lights are by Newer, N-E-W-E-R. I don't want to blind you guys, but they look similar to this. Also, the cat tree is right next to my scrapbook desk because the cats can then watch me while I am working. And that's sort of an overview of my desk area. Now, I do use the windowsills a little bit here and there. I do also have a couple other things that sit near me. The first one being my currently, this is where I'm putting new stuff, stuff I'm actually donating or getting rid of or sending to crafty friends. It's a whole plethora of things, but it's a nice box to have near me. I have my mat in case I want to do mixed media. I put that onto my desk, and then I have my giant rotary trimmer if I'm doing a lot of cardstock cutting. Similarly, I do have these bins up here. This is actually a repair album I'm working on. I actually had to glue it back together because it's falling apart. I have these fun markers and pens I use in my planner. My empties go over here. I have this plethora of charging batteries for my camera I'm currently using. And then I also have my lights plugged into here, my iPhone charger, all sorts of things. This is where I'd put my drink. I got these little mushrooms from the Dollar Tree. They're stinking cute. And then my two little plants right there to keep me company. So overall, if we back right back up, everything fits in this nice little space. And I have done, those of you who are on Patreon already know, I have done numerous iterations of sort of this layout, putting my desk against the window, putting my desk on the opposite side of the actual living room. I posted my living room over here and switched spots, but overall, I think it really, really works. And if you have any specific questions, you can leave them down below. I'm happy to link anything you're curious about or if you have any questions about. But this is what the view of it looks like from the other side of the room where my bedroom entrance is. And there you can see again the living room over onto the right-hand side. So it really just helps open up the room in that I can sit here and still talk to people if I had people over in the living room. But I really, really like that I have been able to display my layouts and like display some of my artful wooden stamps or my mixed media. And I even have some little display pieces right here. Overall, I am happy with the layout right now. I'm sure that'll change, as it always does with us crafters. We always find something to improve upon, but I am really happy with it right now. Always taking suggestions, though, so if you see something that you've struggled with or you think that I could improve upon, please leave a comment down below so I can check it out myself. And thank you so much for joining me on my overview craft room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it and seeing sort of how everything's set up with the furniture and everything. My chair is currently not here. I always wheel that to my work desk for the work week, but I thought it'd just be easier to get in and out and to film without it, but it's actually just from Amazon. So if you have any specific questions, be sure to leave them down below and I'll be happy to get back to you about that. But for those of you who want to know more about my craft room, I'll have an in-depth tour coming up very, very soon. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, so you can see what's in all of my drawers and how I'm organizing everything. But if you have any questions in the meantime, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this craft room tour, be sure to give it a thumbs up because it does help me out a lot and it is free. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!